February 25th, 2021 was the worst day. We are going to go over the Chicago real estate market. My name is Blankenship, your favorite Chicagoland realtor, and if you've never watched any of my YouTube videos before, you should definitely consider subscribing down below because I bring out weekly content with what's like living, playing, and everything else in between when it comes to the Chicago suburbs. But if you watched my last Chicago real estate market update probably about a month ago with the fire thumbnail, what I'm pretty much going to do is I'm going to give you my opinion on everything what's happening in the real estate market. So I'm going to be reading some things off my notebook as well as the computer that are stats on the market that I'll pop up on the screen, as well as a quote from my lender. So let's get started. So did you know that February 25th, 2021 was the worst day for rate increases in the past 10 years? Well, that's what my lenders told me, and it's kind of crazy to think of it like that because, you know, during the past however long we've been in this pandemic, past year now, is that, you know, we've seen rates under 3%. Like any lender that you talk to, probably you're going to get rates under 3%. I've quoted on my clients from my preferred lenders, you know, they got 2.65, and that's incredible. Even before all this went on, I mean, the rates were about mid threes, and that was also incredible compared to the year before that. So where rates are hovering right now is 3%. So if you're in the real estate market right now, just trying to buy a home anywhere in the US, not even if you're here from Chicago, is that you should definitely connect with your lender, get their opinion on what's going on, make sure you can still qualify for what, you know, type of home you're looking for, because, you know, a rate increase from 2.65 to 3 is pretty remarkable. Okay, so I'm going to read a quote real quick off my computer, you guys, from my lender that told me last week. And basically what it says is that I just want everyone to be aware that since Friday, February 19th, the interest rates have been steadily increasing, and yesterday, 225, February 25th, was the single worst day for rate increases in the past 10 years. So be prepared that these rates have increased by such a large margin that some people looking for homes right now may not qualify for, you know, the same sales price as before. So that's why I just said right before I said this quote is that you should definitely make sure, especially if you're in this market right now, to, you know, talk to your lender to figure out, you know, what's going on and how much you can afford right now. My honest opinion on everything with these interest rates from just, you know, the real estate standpoint of this is that, you know, those people that are staying in their homes that didn't refi their homes yet under, you know, that 3% interest rate might have missed that wave right there. But, you know, if you're still hovering around a 4.5% interest rate, you know, shoot me an email. I'll give you some referrals for some lenders if you're considering a refi. But do I still think it's a great time to buy? I mean, yes, it already depends on everyone's situation at the end of the day. Feel free to contact me. All my information is down below in the description. But, you know, money's still cheap. 3% is still an incredible interest rate, especially for those people out to purchase a home. I know in 2020 that about 59% of the home buyers last year were, you know, first-time home buyers. So that's probably a good amount of millennials. So, you know, more power to us when it comes to purchasing a home. You know, the pre-approval process doesn't take too long, especially if you provide all that initial information. I have some great referrals. Feel free to email me and I'll get that to you ASAP. Okay, now your guys' favorite part. I got a lot of feedback on this part on my last Chicago real estate market video, and I'm gonna read off my notebook again, but I'm gonna pop it right here on the screen. So we're gonna talk about all of the Illinois MLS, so multiple listing service, where all the homes are listed for sale here in Illinois. We're gonna go February 21. We're gonna compare February 2021 to February 2020, as well as February 2019. So in February 2021, we had a roughly 36,000 homes for sale on the market, with 13,000 under contract. February 2020, we had about 59,000 homes on the market for sale, and we had about 11,000 under contract. February 2019, we had about 59,000 homes on the market as well for sale, and we had 9,000 under contract. So look at the screen, look at these numbers, like, just think about it for a little bit. I mean, that is insane, right? I mean, I don't understand it really. I mean, you know, it's giving a lot of us, you know, the power to purchase homes, especially homes that giving us a lot more buying power, especially with the interest rates. But, you know, sellers are kind of, depending where you're looking, if you're in the Chicago real estate market, I primarily service the Chicago suburbs. So I'll kind of speak my mind on that. You know, there are some areas like Villa Park has 56% of the homes under contract right now, which is, you know, crazy. On Allen, where I live, has you know, in the past 6 months, it basically has the inventory cut in half. You know, a lot of people want to buy. You know, it's definitely accelerating the paths and, you know, the goals that people have had, especially those people that are living in the city. You know, they had plans to come out here in the burbs within, you know, 5 years, but it's kind of accelerating those plans for them, and they're, you know, they're just making the move to Chicago burbs right now. In my honest opinion, if you're in the market to sell a home and, you know, you're not working with a realtor right now, shoot me a call, shoot me a message, shoot me an email. All my information is down below in the description. I've talked to probably 10 people just from YouTube right now, and I've given them my honest opinion on everything's going on. So, you know, anyone can go sell a home right now, right? We all know that, you know, this market is extremely hot. But, you know, I think the biggest thing right now that, you know, we're kind of looking at is that there are buyers out there that are, you know, throwing 20,000, 30,000, you know, offers over the list price, which is insane. Like, we gotta think about it is that, you know, my job as a real estate professional is to get you the highest price and best offer. And what does best mean? Best means the best terms, okay? So how I kind of, you know, been talking to all my clients here that, you know, are contemplating on selling is that, yes, we're probably going to get the highest price, you know, point for your house right now, or your townhome or your condo, whatever the case may be. But, you know, we got to remember is that there's the appraisal that we got to keep track of. So, you know, obviously, if you list a home at 300K, you can offer 330, you're going to be ecstatic. But in my opinion, the job that I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure to call that, you know, lender, especially if the buyer is financing, to make sure that they can cover any appraisal gap that there might be, and to make sure that they have the funds, and, you know, they're potentially going to waive the appraisal and they're going to purchase a home instead of negotiate while they're under contract to make sure that, you know, they can get the price down lower from what they initially offered. So that's something you got to think about, especially if you're considering selling. You know, that's kind of my thoughts on it. There's still no inventory on the market. I look at the market like weekly. Typically I could look at it like per month, but like, I mean, it's pretty crazy right now. So if you're considering selling, it is a fantastic time, but you need to have a game plan. I mean, if you're looking to purchase a new home, then, you know, we got to sit down and talk and how we can figure out ways around that to make sure this process is as stress-free as possible. You know, if you have investment properties, consider selling. I mean, honestly, this is the perfect time. Probably the less hassle, get your terms as well. I mean, you know, shoot me a text, shoot me a call. My information is down below in the description. You know, shoot me an email as well. I get back really, really quick. I thank you guys all that have been reaching out to me on this topic. I mean, the market is crazy. Like I said all the time, I'm a straight shooter. Do I think it's a great time to buy? Yes, it depends. What's your game plan for this home? Are you going to sit in it for X amount of years, or are you going to sit in it for 2 years? If you sit in it for 2 years, it might not be the best case. I don't have a crystal ball. I can't tell you if the market's going to crash. But, you know, if you're holding it long term, holding real estate is always, you know, a great move if you're holding it for the long term, because historically prices always climb. So that's always good to look at the history of everything. Is it a great time to sell? I mean, yes. I mean, it's a seller's market pretty much everywhere across the US, not just here in Illinois. So yeah, it is a great time to sell. It's a great time to buy. You know, at the end of the day, like I keep saying, it just really depends. But, you know, if you enjoyed this content and you liked what you were hearing, please consider subscribing. I bring out weekly content, and I absolutely love it when you guys reach out. I bring out videos with what it's like living, playing, and everything else in between in the Chicago suburbs. And whether you're thinking about buying, selling real estate here in the Chicagoland area, I would love the opportunity to help you out. So many people have been reaching out to me on YouTube, and I absolutely love it. All my information is down below in the description. You can see videos right over here that I have playlists that you should definitely click and watch about my videos on living here in Glen Ellen. I'll see you guys on the next one.